been 15 years since President Obama signed the Affordable Care Act into law, better known as Obamacare.
If you like your doctor, you will be able to keep your doctor, period. You will be able to keep your health care plan, period.
But it has also come with a pretty big price tag, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's an unbelievable amount of money when you really look at the numbers here. So the subsidies have grown a lot, from about $50 billion a year in 2020 to more than $120 billion now. Just since COVID, American taxpayers have spent around $440 billion on subsidies entirely.
A key part of the COVID relief bill creates the most significant changes to the Affordable Care Act since it was passed more than 10 years ago. Among other changes, some important provisions include providing larger subsidies to buy insurance.
Taxpayers are the ones footing the bill, and premiums for people who are not getting these subsidies can still be really high.
It only took 15 years, but the Washington Post admitting that Obama's notorious Affordable Care Act was never actually affordable.
Once you habituate people to some generous government handout, they grow dependent on it. It becomes politically perilous, if not impossible, to fully claw it back. Conservatives anticipated fights like this one.
That's why shutting the government is really what the Democratic Party wants to do. I would love to have a conversation about extending the tax credits for health care, absolutely. But I would remind everybody, too, this was designed by the Democratic Party to expire at the end of the year. This is not something taken from by the Republicans. They were designed to expire.
Some have threatened the government shut down if they can't shut down this law. Now, knowing you can offer your family the security of health care, that's priceless. Now you can do it for the cost of your cable bill or less.
And when I logged on, I was like, no, this is very bad. This is much higher than we were currently paying.
Their current plan costs $450 a month with a $5,000 family deductible. The bronze plan, she found, will cost her $650 a month with a deductible somewhere between $3,500 and $6,000.
Definitely, I was expecting to see more options or more affordable plans available.
He was quoted $838 a month with a $1,000 deductible, and that is after taxpayers kick in a $150 per month subsidy.
I was hurt. I was truly hurt because of the fact that I was expecting better.
She learned her cheapest option under the Affordable Care Act is between $357 and $387 a month with a $6,000 deductible.
If you like your insurance plan, you will keep it. No one will be able to take that away from you. It hasn't happened yet. It won't happen in the future.
But it is happening. What did you find out?
That my insurance was going to be completely different, and they were going to be replaced with 10 new plans that were going to fall under, the regulations of the Affordable Care Act.
Her insurer, Kaiser Permanente, is terminating policies for 160,000 people in California.
Now I'm being forced to choose from a bunch of new plans that I don't want to choose from that are all more expensive.
The government says the cost of mid-level health plans next year will increase by an average of 25%. That will hit consumers in 39 states. Major carriers are dropping out in some markets. About 1 in 5 consumers will be able to choose from only one provider. Government numbers show about 2.5 million Americans not currently enrolled could be eligible for subsidies to offset cost increases.
We need a bigger understanding of why this is happening, you know, because the idea was not only to spread coverage around, but that by spreading the coverage around, not only would it help people get more preventative care, but then it would ultimately bring the cost down, and instead the premiums are skyrocketing.
There are also those who claim that our reform efforts would ensure illegal immigrants. This, too, is false. The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally.
Just how much do undocumented immigrants cost the federal government in emergency Medicaid?
What we found was that emergency Medicaid actually encompasses only less than 1% of total Medicaid spending. They want to reduce wasteful spending or bloat. This is really not the way to do it.
What we're doing is saying simply we want to keep the government open, and health care is at the top of our agenda.
But are Democrats demanding health care for illegal aliens?
Democrats are demanding health care for everybody.
Do you think undocumented immigrants should have access to federally funded health care?
I believe personally that health care is a human right.
Federal law prohibits the expenditure of taxpayer dollars on providing health care to undocumented immigrants. Nowhere have Democrats suggested that we're interested in changing federal law.
Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants.
Democrats find themselves in a place is we've shut down the government to protect subsidies for an insurance marketplace that funnels $800 billion a year into the pockets of all these insurance companies. Have Democrats boxed themselves into a corner fighting for a system that ultimately, to get the thing that you want, they're going to have to abandon?
Yes.